Now let's solve exercise 9 together. The question says two boats are in an ocean. The lighthouse observer at the top of the 60-meter tall lighthouse sees boat A at an angle of depression of 25 degrees and boat B at an angle of depression of 40 degrees. Find the distance between the two boats. Now, it's important to us to have a quick feedback on angle of elevation and depression. When we have this diagram, this is the angle of elevation, and when we have something like this, we have this to be the angle of depression alpha, which is adjacent to this angle, and we are solving a right angle diagram. So let's have a lighthouse, and we can call this lighthouse. It's 60 meters tall, and we have two boats at the base of the lighthouse. We have boat A and also we have boat B. So for ease, anything concerning boat A, we will use maybe a blue pen, and anything concerning boat B, we'll use a red pen. So boat A is at an angle of depression of 25 degrees. So now the lighthouse observer is watching from this point. Okay, so this is the point of view, and is watching boat A. He sees boat A at an angle of 25 degrees, and it also sees boat B, okay, at an angle of 40 degrees. So in essence, if you consider the adjacent angles, this place will be 40 degrees. Likewise, the angle of boat A will be 25 degrees. So we can call the distance from the base of boat A to be DA, and the distance to the base of boat B to be DB. And what we are looking for is the distance between the two boats. Distance between the two boats. So we are looking for X. Okay, from DA to DB. That's what we are looking for. Now let's simplify the diagram for ease of understanding. We have the lighthouse. Let's draw it here. 60 meters. We have boat A, which is at an angle of 25 degrees. We also have boat B, which is at an angle of 40 degrees. And this is at right angle triangle, and we are looking for X. So let's move on and solve this now. So let's call this DA, and let's call this the distance between both boat A to the base of the lighthouse. We'll call it DA, and the distance of these to the base of the lighthouse, we call it DB. So now we have two diagrams. We have the base of the lighthouse. Okay, let's call it the top of the lighthouse, the base of the lighthouse L. So we have two diagrams basically. The ones that concerns light A, boat A, and this will be DA, 25 degrees, 60 meters to the top of the lighthouse, and also boat B, which is 40 degrees with a base of DB, 60 m to the top of the lighthouse. So with this, we can calculate DA, and we can also calculate DB, and we understand that the distance between the two boats is X, and X in this case is equals to DA minus DB. So let's calculate DA and DB. Let's use the blue pen for anything that has to do with the light, the boat A. So we'll consider that we have the opposite and also the adjacent. The opposite is 60, the adjacent is the distance of boat A. So tan 25 degrees will be equals to the opposite That's 60 meters divided by the adjacent, the distance from both A to the base of the lighthouse. So we can evaluate dA to give us 60 divided by tan 25 degrees. And we can simply use our calculator for this. So we have 60 divided by tan 25 degrees. We'll have it to have 128.67 meters. So this is dA. Moving on, let's evaluate dB. The same thing happens here, but this time the angle is changed to 40 degrees. The opposite is 60, the adjacent is dB. That's 60 divided by dB. Therefore, dB will be equal to 60 divided by tan 40 degrees. Using our calculator, we will have this to give us 71.51 meters. Now, since we have expressed that the distance between the two boats is equals to distance of A minus distance of B from the base of the lighthouse, so we will have it to give us into 128.67 minus 71.51. And using our calculator to simplify this, we will have our distance between the two boats to give us 57.16 meters. So let's draw a further diagram to represent what we have unraveled. We have the lighthouse, which is 60 meters tall. We have boat A, which is at an angle of 25 degrees. Likewise, we have boat B, which is at an angle of 40 degrees to the top of the lighthouse. The distance between boat A, to the base of the lighthouse is dA, and the distance between boat B to the base of the lighthouse is dB. dA, as we evaluated, was 128.67 meters and dB was 71.51 meters. The question asks us to evaluate the distance between the two boats, that is point X, and we found X to be equal to 57.16 meters. And remember, we dealt with angle of depression in the question.